Hey, how's it going, guys? So, if you know me, you know that I like exploring around Cornwall and finding more sort of off the beaten path, little nooks and crannies of Cornwall, especially this time of year when it's summer and it's really starting to get quite busy down here now. But I thought I'd chat about a little spot that I kind of explored last night. And it's kind of beyond Land's End. So you got Land's End over here, obviously, and then you got Newlyn and Penzance over here, and you got Porthgwarra and everything down over here. And it's the bit that's kind of beyond Land's End and sort of along this section here. As you can see from the map, there's no real roads that kind of get to this. So there is going to be some walking involved if you want to explore it. But what I did is I parked at Porthgwarra, which in itself is a pretty cool spot to just check out, just because it's a very sort of narrow channeled bay, good for launching kayaks and boats off if the sea's calm around there, and exploring the coast that way. But I parked at Porthgwarra. There's also a really cool cave, like a trench cave, like a huge crack that you can walk through at Porthgwarra. I did a bit of flying around there, so this is what that looks like. But yeah, the section that I explored last night is the section that's between Porthgwarra and Nanjizzle. So this is Nanjizzle up here. Again, that's worth checking out as well, because there's like some nice little pools for bathing in and stuff, and it's really kind of sheltered. That's quite pretty. But the section I really want to talk about right now is the sections in between those two areas. And as you can see, it's all just walking paths around here. Let me get the other map up so you can have a look at what the coastline looks like. But basically, yeah, so Porthgwarra is just there, and then I think the first one is Porthlow, yep. And then you get, what's this one called? That's Folly Cove. And then you get Zorn Kellys. And yeah, I thought this area around Zorn Kelly is really nice for drone flying and photography and stuff. So it's really sort of, as you can see, really craggy and really varied. And then if you go up a bit further, then you're at Nanjizzle. And then if you go up further again, then you're at Land's End, and that's where everyone goes. And so yeah, you get all this. You get all the sort of Cornish holidaymakers. Most people go to Land's End, most people go to Porthgwarra, and you get this whole region in the middle, which is fair enough. The access is quite difficult and there's lots of walking involved. But you get hardly anyone there, and it's just really quite, I think it's, stunning sort of landscape. There's no real sort of decent like bathing beaches, but you can get down onto the beach a couple of places, giant rocks, craggy, kind of very rugged stuff. And you can explore and look for caves and stuff. So you can do that, but it is obviously a bit more treacherous, and it's not like a bathing beach. It's not like a sunbathing beach. They're just sort of very rugged, craggy kind of beaches. But anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the footage. I just think this whole area gets a little bit overlooked, and if you're into your sort of rugged coastline like I am, I think it's great, especially if you want to bring your drone. You're away from any airports, you're away from any no-fly zones, obviously, and you're away from people generally, so it's a pretty safe place to fly as well. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the footage. Really cool spot.